Booyakasha, Medlofa in a Bill Dizzy. In this video, guys, I want to show you how you can get those deep uh, vocals to sound good. How you can mix your raspy, drowsy, bass vocals. Let us listen to this thing.
Never touch it pa, llega la color. Never touch it pa, llega la color. Never touch it pa, llega la color.
Just gonna bypass the buses here. And gonna bypass everything here. This thing is so simple, guys. The magic is on the recording chain. This is where the magic is. Yeah, let us test this thing.
Yeah, yeah, never, never.
That's where the magic is, guys. You gotta make sure you go to post effects so that your recording chain can be printed. After that, you're gonna route your recorded vocals to this insect here. Now let me break down the chain. The first thing I got is the auto tune. C minor, retune speed 0, low latency. That's the only thing I did. That's the only important thing about auto tune. Then I went for the vocal rider. I just wanted to make sure I protect my compressors in a better way so that they don't introduce more distortion. Yeah, I just wanted to smooth out and get these vocals to sound straight with no harsh dynamics.
Never touch it pa, llega la color.
Then I decided to go for the doubler. The aim of the doubler was to introduce some sides a little bit. Sure, you can see here the gain all the way up to here, all the way up to here on the pen. Then this is the EQ I'm using. Let's listen to that.
Never touch it pa, llega la color. Never touch it pa.
If you feel like you need more high end on your doubler, you can just do this.
Never touch it pa, llega la color. Never touch it pa, llega la color.
After that, I went for the studio rack. On my studio rack, let me bypass everything. I got the NS1, just removing some background noise, 10 dB. Then I got the C1 gate, also removing some background noise around here. Then I got the RVox, or my RVox. I'm just using the gate to remove some background noise and compress a little bit, -2. On the gain, it's -1.5. Let us listen to that.
Never touch it pa, llega la color. Never touch it pa.
After that, we went for the C6. Yeah, this is the presets I usually use, but I always manipulate it a little bit. Let me make this thing bigger so you guys can see. Yeah, I was just removing this frequency.
Never touch it pa.
I didn't like that. Also removing these S's.
Never touch it pa.
Yes, sir. I also removed this band here.
Never touch it pa.
Just a little bit with the threshold. Didn't do anything on the mids.
Never touch it pa.
But what I did, I just cut off the low end.
Yeah.
I was just cutting off the low end, making sure I'm not getting that. 60 here. Yes, sir. This is without it.
Never touch it pa.
With it.
Never touch it pa.
Nice. Then I went for the SSL E channel. On the SSL E channel, I wanted to use some compression, -16.3. On the ratio, it's 1.6. Then I decided to roll off 40 Hz up to -9 dB. Then I didn't do anything. That's the only thing I did. Let us listen to that.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
You see, that's the studio rack. Then I went for the fresh air. On the fresh air, I wanted to introduce some crispy to these vocals. Let us listen to that.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
Without it,
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
nothing huge. Then I went for the CLA2A just to add some hard compression and some saturation to these vocals. You can copy this. Yes, sir.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa.
This thing is just bringing my vocals up front in your face in a better way. Then I went for the multi-band compressor from FL Studio, where I'm just rolling off the low end and boosting the mids and boosting the highs a little bit. And I'm controlling this thing using the threshold. Let us listen to that.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
Without it,
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
after that, I went for the reverb. The aim of the reverb was to introduce some depth to these vocals. Let us listen to the sound I'm introducing.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it.
That's the sound I'm introducing, guys, to the lead vocal.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
Just some depth. Lastly, on the chain, I got the L1 limiter, just chopping the peaks.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it.
Gotta make sure it's on auto all the time. Yeah, it depends though. Then we got the delay bus. Simple, pretty delay. 8-step. Roll of the high end. Ping pong. We got the parametric EQ, where we're just introducing some mids and the high mids. Then I got the saturation knob, using the high keep high saturation around here. Then I got the reverb, just introducing some reverb to my delay.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
Then I went for the reverb. On this one, I'm using the Comet. You can use any reverb you want, as long as that reverb is bright and splashy. You can get away with it. Yeah. Then I went for the fruity limiter just to dark my reverb. So you'll go to comp, sidechain, lead vocal, mess around with the threshold, mess around with the ratio until you feel comfortable, until you feel the sound is good. Yeah.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
Then we got another reverb. On this one, I'm using the Valhalla rooms. Yeah, this is the preset. You can copy this, the large chamber. Let me exaggerate this thing so you can hear how the reverb is sounding.
Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo. Never touch it, pa. Yagala kolo.
Then on the mastering chain, on the master, I got the center, just doing this, and I got the Maximus. These are the settings I'm using on the low end. You can copy this. On the high end, you can copy